Hi, and welcome to Racing with Remy. I am your host, Remy, and I'm here with my dad here.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. You probably heard us on our podcast. This is our first video that we're doing here for Racing with Remy. We're hoping to make this a more regular thing so you can find us on YouTube and see our actions. This is our makeshift studio that we've set up in the basement of our house here. If you can see behind us, the Jeff Gordon, it's kind of a throw that we've kind of hung up there so you can see behind us. And also, Remy wants to show off this picture here of Dale Earnhardt Jr. It is one of his mother's favorite drivers. It is, so yeah, if you're a big Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan, give a little shout out on YouTube for that. Or if you're a big Jeff Gordon fan, do the same. Remy, tell us this week, what is this episode about?
This episode is about the 2020 F1 season, which I didn't watch any of the races because I mostly stuck to NASCAR and watched one IndyCar race.
Yeah, but you wanted to branch out and show more about racing. We're all encompassing for racing here with Racing with Remy. It's not just a NASCAR podcast, although that is our main focus. All right, so give it to us, bud. Tell us who won what races in the in the Formula One season, which I believe, of course, was delayed due to COVID because it was supposed to start in March, and they didn't start till July.
So the first race was in Austria, which was won by someone called Valtteri Bottas. I think that's how you
say it too, yeah.
Next up was at Styria, which was won by Lewis Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is Hungary, which was won by Lewis Hamilton. Next up is Britain, which was won by Lewis Hamilton.
So Lewis Hamilton has won 3 races in a row, and I believe he's British, so that was his home track for the third one.
Next up is the 70th anniversary race, which was won by Max Verstappen.
Be sure to actually talk into the microphone a little bit so
Verstappen.
It'll get you louder. Here, we're still working on it. He's still new to this. All right.
Verstappen. The next race was at Spain, which was won by Lewis Hamilton. The next race was at Belgium, which was won by Lewis Hamilton. The next race, which it was at Italy, which was won by...
By who? I don't.
Pierre Gasly.
Pierre Gasly, okay.
The next race was at Tuscany, I think. Tuscany, which was won by Lewis Hamilton.
Yes.
The next race was at Russia, which was won by Valtteri Bottas.
Okay.
The next race was at Eiffel, which was won by Lewis Hamilton.
I'm guessing that's in France, going by the Eiffel Tower.
The next race was at Portugal, which was won by Lewis Hamilton. The next race was at Emilia-Romagna.
Romania, maybe?
It says Emilia-Romagna, I think.
Okay, I'll have to look that one up because I don't know what that is.
Which was won by Lewis Hamilton. The next race was at Turkey, which was won by Lewis Hamilton. Not the Thanksgiving dinner dish turkey, like the country in the Middle East.
All right.
The next race was at Bahrain, I believe.
Yes, Bahrain.
Which was won by Lewis Hamilton.
That was his 11th win of the season, I believe, right?
Yeah, and he actually clinched the championship after win number 10. So he didn't even have to attend the final 3 races of the season, and he would have had the championship.
Well, fun fact about Bahrain, because, well, not fun if you're from Australia here, the opening race to the 2021 F1 season in Australia has had to be postponed due to outbreaks of COVID there. So the second race of the season, which is Bahrain, will be the season opener this year.
Yeah. So the next race was at Sakir, I believe.
Sakir. I'll have to look up how to actually pronounce that. If we end up with a viewer there, I'm sorry. We're still learning.
Which was won by Sergio Perez, I think.
Yes. And
the final race was at Abu
Dhabi.
Which was won by Max Verstappen.
Yeah, and we can hear your mother and your brother in the background coming downstairs.
It's 5 minutes and 4 seconds recording.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good here, son. Yeah. All right, so now let's go to our retro race review. You watched a race from the 2019 Formula One season, I believe, at Great Britain, correct?
Yeah, it was the 2019 Great Britain Grand Prix.
Who won that one?
Lewis Hamilton, and it was the most boring race I've ever watched.
Why was it boring?
Because Lewis Hamilton led every lap. There was almost no cautions, and there were no lead changes. Lewis Hamilton led every lap like he usually does. If he comes from behind late in the race a lot and ends up winning late in the race while coming from the back of the pack, that would be fun. But him leading every single lap like Michael Schumacher did just is boring.
Well, I can't really argue with that. All right, now we're going to go to a different type of racing that Remy participated in this weekend. It was the Pinewood Derby for his Cub Scout Pack. He's competed in it every year he's been in Cub Scouts. We got some trophies here that he's won. This one here, he finished third place in his pack in 2018. In 2018.
Which I was a tiger.
When he was a tiger, he got to go to the Nipmuc district regionals where he finished second among the tigers there.
But there were only 2 tigers, though. And me and the other kid that was there split the races, but I won the first one and he won the second one.
All right. And then here, this is from 2019 when he was a wolf. Again, third place in the entire pack for the Pack 43 here in Killingly, Connecticut, where we live. And then here's the Nipmuc trophy. We have this one. We do not have the 2018 one. It fell off of his barrel. I've got to fix it. The car fell off. I got to glue it back together for him. But there he finished third place among the wolves.
4 wolves.
Yes.
In a tie for third with another kid because I did decent. That kid that was also in my den finished last every time, but they did it a tie for third because we were like 7-8 years old, and it wouldn't be fair if all of us but one person got a trophy.
Well, he didn't finish last every race.
He finished last pretty much every race, though.
Well, I mean, there were 4 of you, and you 2 were third and fourth the entire time. But that's beside the point now. And now show him some of your cars here. Now, we do not have his car from this year. We still have to pick it up. They're disinfecting them with the COVID protocols. But Remy here has his car from 2020 right here. Let me pick it up for you.
And my car from 2019. My car from 2018, I don't know where it went. And my car from 2017, which was my first year, I lost it before I built my car for 2018.
All right, but anyway, if you look here, this one, he put Kiss on it because he was in a Kiss phase at the time, and then tried to do like Peter Criss's makeup. That's why he painted it white. And then there's a star for Paul Stanley, I believe,
and a cross for Vinnie Vincent.
And a cross for Vinnie Vincent. And then this one here, just put a 24. He named this one Jeff Gordon car. With some,
No, that one was the one that my mom named Happy Birthday because it was my birthday on that day.
It was the birthday on the thing that Mommy...
And I also had a basketball game that day as well.
That's true, yeah. Mommy had to go down and register your car for you because you had a basketball game where he sunk the winning shot. That was pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, he painted it red, which is his favorite color, and put, just some little stripes.
Actually, it's a crimson.
Which is a shade of red. Anyway...
and these are a couple of my stands that I've made.
He's built the stands himself. He's still got to he's got the materials from the most recent one. You got to build that before we get the car back. So we'll work on that this week as well. So Remy, that will do it for the Formula One recap and the Pinewood Derby recap. Congratulations to all the any of the people who competed in the Pinewood Derby. If they're watching your podcast or if you're listening on any podcasting platform, we really, really appreciate everything the pack does. It's been great for him. It's been great for me. So congratulations to all of you guys that ran, and good luck and for any other future pack stuff. We got one more year in Cub Scouts with Remy. and then we'll see
As an arrow of light.
As an arrow of light next year, yeah, because you're Weebloed right now. But, so, we wrapped up all of our major season recaps. This upcoming weekend, after this episode airs, is the Rolex 24 Hours at Daytona. Now, we are not going to watch all 24 hours of the race, but it is from the IMSA series. We're going to watch that, and we're going to watch some of the, maybe watch one of the other IMSA races in there, and have Remy talk about those.
We're probably guaranteed to watch some of it because it's 24 hours. I mean, come on.
Yes, we're going to watch some of the 24 Hours at Daytona. We're going to find the winner. Some NASCAR guys, Jimmy Johnson and Chase Elliott, are both running in it. No, Jeff Gordon's not running in it, and you can ask it out loud. You don't have to whisper in my ear, son. Anyway, Jeff Gordon has run it in the past. That's why he's curious. But beyond that, if you can hear his brother in the background there jumping on the bounce house on our sensory room on the other side, that's what happens when you have to make a makeshift thing. But, we've got room for both boys. So after the 24 Hours at Daytona, we got Speed Weeks coming up for NASCAR. We will be keeping an eye on...
And then after that, we have the Daytona 500 and
yes.
the entire season.
Yes.
We're going to be watching a lot of the NASCARs. We're going to be watching a couple IndyCar, a couple Formula One, and all that stuff.
Yes, that is exactly what I was going to say. Thank you for taking it over. So...
I just took the words right out of your mouth.
Yes, you did. Now, so, for the first time on video, Remy, take us home.
So you can watch the video on YouTube if you go into YouTube, and if we are able to upload it.
Yeah, we're gonna try and put this video on YouTube, and but tell them about where they can hear the podcast, because some of them aren't gonna be watching, some of them are listening. Where are they gonna hear us?
You can hear us on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Overcast, and Pocket Casts, and I believe we're on Breaker as well.
And tell them about the website, bud.
And you could also find me on the website withmywifepod.com, and I'm releasing my first string of merchandise.
Yes, he's got some merch. If you go to teespring.com and search Racing with Remy, there are t-shirts and hoodies and some other memorabilia. There's also memorabilia for one of our other podcasts, Caregiver Chronicles, and I believe I Listen with My Wife. My wife, Sarah, created merch for that as well. And you can also, if you go to withmywifepod.com, you'll also find I Watched It With My Wife, our other podcast. But that'll do it for this week. So we will see you next week with a recap of the 24 Hours at Daytona. Bye, everyone.